Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome in Sophia Blanton with Hemp Inc. and Hemp University. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome back. So let's see. It's been an interesting time in the hemp industry. The USDA has released some proposed hemp regulations. I understand a lot of hemp farmers are concerned about this. What do you think has been the reaction?
Well, they definitely dropped at a time when a lot of hemp farmers were already very, very stressed out and feeling very extreme circumstances. It was a pretty challenging harvest. So when the regs dropped on October 27th, it was a real heavy hit for the community. And so, you know, it's a 161-page document, and it's a pretty heavy read, and it's not something that your average citizen really has time to read. So. Sure. It proposes a set of new regulations for the hemp industry and for hemp farming that would put a lot of new layers of bureaucracy into the process. It would make the process more expensive. It would make the testing protocols way more restrictive. And it provides for criminalization of farmers who turn up a hot crop that's over 0.5%. It recommends destruction over remediation. It recommends a 15-day harvest window, which is almost impossible for farmers to conform to because there's no way to predict a harvest. It also has other recommendations in it, like testing through a DEA-certified lab in the state of Oregon, of which there's only one. So that would create an even bigger bottleneck. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Okay, so you mentioned the 0.05. That's THC level, I believe, and THC is the active ingredient.
The psychoactive ingredient, yeah.
Yes, in marijuana, and so it's very low levels in hemp. Can you control that? As a farmer, can you control the THC level in the hemp you're growing?
It's very hard to control the THC level in hemp. We, you know, in this country, the science is really trailing behind the bureaucracy as concerns industrial hemp, and we simply have not developed stable cultivars that can turn up the less than 0.3% reading, which is the legal definition of industrial hemp. The 0.5 is where you can start to get criminalized for growing that kind of crop. You know, in addition to that, there are a host of factors that affect any particular harvest that farmers have no control over. You know, weather, soil conditions, water, freezes, mold, that kind of thing. So,
not to mention the fact that the crop is relatively new, you know, in our area and in our country. And
right.
So, I mean, it obviously goes way back, but it's only recently legalized and all of that.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
Much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Sophia Blanton from Hemp Inc. and Hemp University. We're talking about the USDA proposed regulations regarding hemp and what effect that's having on your industry. This is, again, they're proposed. What's the timeline for making these regulations official?
Okay, so when the regs dropped, one of the things that's contained within the proposal is that there is a 60-day comment window until December 30th in which the USDA is actively seeking public comment on the regulations. So that's very important to us because we need to really rally people together to, you know, pull their thoughts together and start expressing themselves on the USD website. I think it's regulation.gov.
Okay.
Okay. And then after that time, they will have, I believe it's a year to integrate that commentary before issuing.
Making everything official.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I asked you, I think during the commercial break, what that would mean for next year's harvest, and you said that's very, very gray, for lack of a better word. You know, it's unknown. I mean, because those other laws wouldn't take effect yet. Right.
I think right now the most crucial thing is getting people commenting within that comment window.
Sure.
Which is rapidly closing.
Yeah, it's a new industry, a new legal industry, and it makes sense that you want people to weigh in. This Hemp University event you're having tomorrow, this Saturday, what exactly is that? And this would help people understand the 161-page document?
Well, what we've done is I've read the document and I've also studied expert reaction to it. We've extrapolated the main points out of the document, the main points that affect farmers, not only farmers, but ancillary businesses, because this could affect a lot of businesses around the hemp industry as well. So on Saturday, we are going to have some industry leaders speaking to people, allaying their fears, but also giving them a reality-based viewpoint of what they're facing and how they can interact. And then quite simply afterwards, we're having a little writing workshop where we are going to be helping people clarify their perspective, express themselves, and put it in real time into the USDA comment website.
The window is closing quickly.
The window is closing quickly. It's important to do this.
Okay. It's very complicated, especially for an outsider like myself. I appreciate you breaking it down for us. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.